Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Ruth Marquez, your favorite realtor. Welcome to the Ruth and Relationship Show. I am your host, Ruth Marquez, aka your favorite realtor, aka your favorite credit specialist, aka your love negotiator. I help men and women get into quality relationships that lead to quality families, that lead to quality communities, that leave quality legacies. Let's build. Today's topic is what boys and girls are taught about dating and relationships. Okay. So, one thing I want to say is maybe I have not emphasized it enough, right? There are um there are good men, there are depends on where they at in life men, and then there's evil men. Okay, the manipulators, the abusers, there's a category of men, right, that are what these women are saying. Women been through a lot of stuff. Don't think I don't know. Don't think I don't understand that, but I haven't focused on it because when I let it go, when I realized there's crazy people out there on both sides, right? To men, we are the crazy ones when we're the burning up their clothes in the car. They call it arson, right? Arson. They call it a criminal offense, right? We seem like criminals to them when they see a woman doing that kind of stuff. So they're scared of us and we're scared of them. At the end of the day, there is a segment of people that are just stay the hell away from them, okay? Because they are crazy. But here at the Ruth and Relationship Show, we focus on good quality men that y'all seem to think don't exist out there, and we talk about the things that they're looking for to find in a life partner, and that way the woman has those things, they could come together. But the problem is that we have this strong mindset of I'm not listening to nobody telling me anything. Like I'm not working, not even listening. I'm not gonna cooperate with nobody. It's all my way or the highway. The woman says my way or the highway. Then you have some men saying my way or the highway. And guess what? They both go their own way. How can the love negotiator help you today? The love negotiator can tell men and women to you can drop your guard down. You will have to drop your guard down. How you gonna sit there and have a relationship? I'm coming in hot today. Y'all ready? How you gonna have a relationship if you don't let your guard down? That's one. Like you already disqualified from both sides if you don't let your guard down. Give that person some time. Look them, evaluate, sniff it, look at it, sniff it, hit it, look at the background, look at the ingredients. Then go ahead and let your guard down. And you're gonna get hurt in the process. You're gonna get your heart broken a time or two. That's just the way it goes. But it's okay. You'll survive. I will survive. I ain't gonna do y'all the guitar today. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I got all my life to live. I got all my love to give, and I survive. You survive. I will survive. Yeah, Yo, you ever be having a conversation with a black man back in the day, and they used to have a brush, like, yeah, like telling the whole story with their brush. All right. So Ruth and Relationship Show, in the title says Ruth and Relationships, not Ruth and single people who don't want to have a relationship. So if you're a single person, shout out to you. We honor you. We thank you for watching the show. But make sure you don't confuse people that really want to get into a relationship with the nonsense that you believe in. Okay. All right, wait a minute. I just skipped all the daggone numbers. Are you difficult? So I'm at 156. I said 158. Child. I'm at 156. I got my even number wrong. All right. Not that far out, but we'll be at 158 by the end of the week. We're getting up there. I'm so excited. All right. So, by the way, stay tuned. I'm going to have like a real estate show that is coming up soon. We're going to talk about the changes in the market. We're going to talk about all these different things. Make sure you tell your friends and your family if they still like me. It's okay. They didn't see the show. I tell my clients, don't watch the show until after you buy or sell your property. You can watch the show, but you're not gonna like me like you know how you love hate relationship with the trainer, but I'm gonna get you good results though. I'm gonna get you good results if you stick with it, okay? So shout out to the people that says the show has been helping them and they appreciate the show. They may not comment or like, but because they're at work, but they're really enjoying the information. Thank you so much for supporting the show. The Cash App is $ Ruth the Realtor. I appreciate all donations. All right, here we go. So, so now that we got that out the way, back to how boys and girls are taught what they are taught in relationships. First of all, a lot of us is not taught enough. We're like, when it comes to parenting, they know how to feed, clothe, and dress us, and provide the basic necessities so and get us on. Make sure we don't talk back. If you had that kind of parent, give if you was the free parent, you let them have their freedom, all that kind of good stuff. However, when it comes to like what they told the girls and the boys, they say, well, I don't know what that private conversation with the dads have with their sons, but in my culture, in Haitian culture, it was stay away from boys. That's it. That's all you got. Stay away from boys. I don't know how you're supposed to get married to them. Like later on in life, they expect you to be married. But you told me to stay away from boys for a very long time now. Why am I staying away from boys? Like, so basically, it's stay away from boys. We're not going to teach you how to talk to them, how to like what to think, what's the bigger picture, what marriage should look like, what a wife looks like, what a husband looks like. All you got is whatever you saw in your household. Am I right or am I right? All right. So you saw a two-parent household, in your heart, you want that. Most of us. Okay. So a lot of us don't want to admit that you want to end up in a marriage. Why do we talk about marriage so much? Maybe it doesn't mean a lot to the guys, but I know women. One thing I know is women. I know me some women. And we obsessed. Right? We gotta have it. We gotta do it. And also we gotta do it by a certain age. We gotta have it down. Thank you for the like. We gotta have that. Who's my husband down? How many kids I'm having? We gotta have all of it together. Or you're gonna be 35 at the doctor's office. They're talking about this is a geriatric pregnancy. Calling you some old lady at 35. And you don't want it. You don't want that, ma'am. You don't want that. I was like, y'all lucky. This is my fourth. Y'all lucky. I'm all right. So I'm fortunate in that way to be like, okay, I got my kids out the way. But at the same time, it's just like the guidance is not there. We have to learn. Relationships is something you have to learn by yourself. So my goal is to be the voice that I wish I had, the information that I wish I had, the advice that I wish I could get. That's not biased. That's not trying to brainwash me to make all girls think a certain way so guys can take advantage. That's not brainwashed to make all girls think a certain way so they can be like, oh, we're going to just stay single together so we can have more girls trips. Y'all made Ruth go off today. I don't know what y'all did. I don't know what you did, but you're gonna get it today. we are sabotaging ourselves. And you know what? You lucky I do the Ruth and Relationship Show because right now would be a proper time to take a break from social media. Now that I see the effects, I mean, I knew the effects, but I didn't know it was this bad, y'all. I mean, the boy got my phone, but we like this. We like this all day long. Yes, I'm a girl and I got hairs in my brush. The guys don't have hair in their brush. I don't know why, but they don't. I mean, girls probably do, but not the girls I know. We like this on the phone all the time. What did the phone say? What did it say? I was like, Rue, I took a walk and I said, Rue, we're gonna be without this phone. You're gonna be in the sauna without the phone. It's addictive. And what's happening is we keep watching things that already confirm what we know. I'm different because I watch things that are opposite from what I used to know. I watch things that fight against my mindset. Because why? Because when I had to go from making money, a person that could not, oh my gosh, for the longest time, I thought it was a failure. Come on, Ruth. I thought it was a failure. I thought I couldn't produce money. I thought I couldn't make money at all. I was a stay-at-home mom for a long time, and I had to go prove to myself I could go make money because I was like, I can't make it. I just can't. So I had to break all the poverty mindset. I had to listen to things I never thought I would listen to. I had to sit in a lot of trainings and a lot of that. And that's why I am able to do what I can do today because I learned how to do it for the money part. So now when it's coming, it flows easily. Doesn't mean I don't have to wait on money. Doesn't mean I don't have to, it's not ups and downs, but it's not such a big deal no more. It's not no, I gotta try so hard. And then at the end, I'm making $50. Because all the part times that you get in, you can make $12 an hour, $13 an hour, work 4 or 5 hours, and you still end up with $50, $60 at the end of the day. Once I realized that as a bank teller, I was making $50 a day. I said, look, I could go clean a house for 3 hours and not have to deal with y'all craziness and stress and make more money on cleaning somebody's toilet. I was like, y'all got me all. They should never taught me that. They should have never taught me that. I don't think I ever been the same. I was a teller. 1 year I was a teller. Let me give you my job history real quick because it's irrelevant, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm gonna say it anyway. I've been a teller for like what, a year, some change, and I've been a home health aide for a year and some change. Everything else was business wise, little jobs here and there, but I was just like, I'm not gonna be in the system. Y'all not gonna get me to be in the rat race. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad at 18. I said, y'all not gonna get me to get no rat race. I'm not gonna get no rat race. And so now that I was like, I'm not gonna get in a rat race. I'm not gonna trade my youth so that these people could build their empire and I get nothing. I get to just survive. Come on, somebody. Y'all didn't see the price of meat and is about to go up. Pay attention. So it's all this crazy stuff going on. I don't know how I got this far. I don't know how I got this far. But we have to make sure that we are prepared for our future. So I got my point back. So that's why I went on a journey to learn more about relationships because I knew my mindset was wrong. I knew whatever mindset I had, if I kept getting the same person in a different body, something was wrong with my mindset. And so I had to fix it. I had to go back and understand when they told me this, it hurt me 20 years later. When I learned this, it hurt me 20 years later. So, my question to you, what are you pouring inside of your mind today that's going to hurt you or help you in 20 years? Whatever you're listening to on social media right now, you're not going to see the product of that until 20 years from now when you are 55 and 65 and 75 years old. Okay, when you're 35 years old, if you're a young, I saw my audience. Hey guys, I see y'all young people watching. Thank you so much. Hit the like button on YouTube and send me a comment. Thank you so much. The biggest way to support me, if you can't Cash App, hit the like button on YouTube, watch it on YouTube, and put a comment under, and that will encourage your sister to keep going. Okay, so there's a lot of things we didn't learn when we were children. There's a lot of things that we didn't learn when we were younger, but there are some things we did learn, and they a bit. We'll see. So boys were taught one thing, and girls were taught another thing. We all know girls were taught to have a little Barbie and be cute. That's why we want to be cute so bad because we want to be cute. Nothing wrong being cute, girl. But Barbie had a baby. Okay, Barbie had Ken get married, have a baby. The Barbie doll was telling you how you got to live your life. Boys, they ain't had no Barbies. They had trucks, motorcycles, airplanes. You know what I mean? They never were trained to be fathers. What? For real? The guys that be making the best fathers is the ones that either had a good father and they wanted to do what their dad did, or the one that had no father and they promised themselves, when I get my kids, when I get my kids, when I get my kids, and they fulfilled that. I like the first generation fathers that actually stick around for the kids. They want to be strict. They think that's the right way to be, and You know, they want to be hard on them. But the people that actually had strict fathers was like, okay, strict is good, but the love has to be there too. You got to have strict and love. And a lot of fathers fell on the emotional side of it, which is why mothers are important. So if you only had one in one house, one in another house, you're going back and forth, still an issue. We think that it's okay to have kids. Oh, I dropped my kid off here, I dropped my kid off there. But you got to think about what it does to your child. You see, all as much as we want to say we have emotional trauma because of our parents, our kids have emotional trauma because of us, because we didn't stay married, because we didn't have a father in the home, because we didn't it wasn't they wasn't in the home. A parent is supposed to be there like every day. To have that effect, you got to be there every day. So there's a difference. I tell my daughters, like, I tell my youngest, I'm like, listen, you was different. Like, when and the older sisters around too, she's like, I'm like, the way I raised the other two, they were with me every single day. Every single day. So by the time me and their dad split up, then it was like I have already formed them. You know what I mean? Like, I take it seriously, like who you are, what your attitude is, what your mindset is. Talk to your kids, find out what's going on, have dinner. We've been having dinner together for the longest time. And we just got relaxed on it. But we had dinner since they were little. I got to hear what their stories are, or what happened here, or what happened there. Got to understand what they're fighting about now. What's the problem? Try to diagnose what's going on. What's going on between y'all two? Come on, right? And so by the time, but the second one was what, 8? Was she 14 now? About a 15. She was 9. But the baby was 4 when she had to go back and forth. So when we splitting up the home and she's without her mother for several days, she two things can happen. She can act a fool, or she don't have nobody to mother her in those days. So she feels a little on her own and alone, and has attachment like issues. Like, okay, well, my sisters don't feel like they want to be big sisters. They're not gonna always be like, hey, here's something, like they're not always gonna be like that because they're teenagers, right? Or they were younger. They didn't understand that whole job. Like, they probably didn't take it. Like, when my brothers and sisters were young and my mom wasn't around, I was there for them emotionally sometimes. Like, you having a hard day, you know what I mean? Like, I know that I was there in some kind of capacity. I wasn't their best friend, but at the same time, it's like I could keep my eyes on them. You know how when you see something's going on, hey, if you're on here, say hi. If you're watching this on replay, #replay. If you see something going on with your child, you can notice, like, what's wrong? What's going on? You can ask them questions. But when you're not there, somebody else, the other parent may not have that mindset to do that. They might tell them, shut up and go to your room. You don't know. Or maybe not seen at all. Or they're in front of their tablet and their phone. So when we think that let's go just have kids in 8 different households, it's a problem, guys. It's really a problem. When your dad's not there every day, it's going to lose that effect that he is. That, like, I used to think of my dad like, oh my gosh, like he got wrestling. He had the wrestling belt. They had the big belts and stuff like that. Like, dad's coming. Yo, we used to watch Jerry Springer. Right? Third time. Yo, we didn't have cable, but they had the old little TV, and we wasn't allowed to watch videos, and we wasn't allowed to watch Jerry Springer. What were we watching? Videos. Urban Expressions, right? Channel 48. Who remember that, right? Y'all remember Channel 48? What? Honey. And then we used to watch Jerry Springer to come on at 10 o'clock. Jerry. Well, when my dad was coming, we would run like, oh, he's coming. Like, we scared of having your dad there every day is important. It's a fear of God in you, child. So one time, we would watch TV. He had the best TV in his room, right? It sucks, but we had the other TV. I'm like, how you get that good TV? And then we get the old TV that you get from, like, the they never bought nothing new, so it was from somebody. Somebody found it somewhere, and it was like black and white or something, or it was little, and we wanted to watch on the big screen, so we went to watch Urban Expressions on a big screen. So my dad would go to whatever his church service was, and when he come back, I'm like, he's so. Hey, that's my cousin, my brother. We used to all live. It's like, yo, we could all watch in the room. We used to all do our dirt together. That's probably why I snuck out the house, child. Wait, my dad would come back. Wait, he would come back. Wait. That's the TV, right? He would touch the TV to see if the TV hot. And he would start calling us like, whatever our names were, and like, I know you had the TV, this and that and the third. Yo, then he would leave, and like we couldn't figure out. He would like cut the cord or something like in our TV. It was so crazy. We had like a crazy stories. If you were growing up Haitian, I need you to get therapy. Anybody got crazy parent stories? Yo, my dad was a trip. My dad was a trip. So we always had that fear. So it's like I could only do so much because I was like, my dad's walking the halls. He finally admitted that he walked the halls. He finally admitted that he walked the halls of my high school. Okay. Like he scared the crap out of me. It didn't stop me because he was like, I was like, bro, you're doing too much. I'm gonna show you what I can do. Right. So but it's important to have your but that's what they told us. Don't be no boys, don't go in the bathroom with boys. That was it. There was no, boys it was always boys will get you pregnant, boys will do this, and boys are, but parents not understanding that they're when you're telling the girls that, and I think of it myself too, you made me making them think that you can't trust the opposite sex, right? But or boys only want one thing. They only want one thing. But you never say one day you'll have a man and you're going to be good to that man and he's going to be good to you. The good man never existed. It was always bad boys. Every boy was bad. And that's what we needed. We needed to know what to do when the good man arrives. We need to know what to do, how to even spot him out, how to even pick them and stop picking the boys that was trying to take you in the bathroom. Okay, because it was some boys that trying to take you in the bathroom, sis. It was some boys that was trying to meet you under the bleachers, sis. Relax yourself, okay, young lady. Because they did only want one thing. But how do you differentiate that boy from the boy that was actually serious about you? How do you differentiate that boy from the boy that was going to play mind games with you? How are you going to keep your daughter's men who's running them streets back in the day from? Are y'all going to instill what the woman needs to know? Or y'all going to just be like, well, I got paid for what I did, and I'm going to pay with these kids? Some of the guys, I see them and I'm like, they're not stopping. They're not like, oh, I got daughters now. No, they're not doing that. They still running the streets. They still doing, like, not running the streets, but they're still he says snipering. I don't know. Y'all about the he's sniping is what he said. Yeah. So boys were taught one thing and girls were taught something else. So society is telling the girls, get married, settle down, having a baby. But then it changed. Then they was like, ma'am, you don't got to get married. You need to be an independent woman. You need to go out there and you need to make your money. Don't let no man control you. Don't let no man take from you. Don't let no man, none of that. Like, you make your own money, sis. They didn't tell you was going to work extremely hard. And then you're going to have, like they said, you can have it all. But they didn't say you were going to have it all at the same time and be completely exhausted and your man still want to have sex with you. They didn't tell you that part. They didn't tell you that part. And so men are frustrated, women are frustrated, and y'all think y'all getting a dream. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. I had a ring too. Dang it. I got to keep a ring over here. Oh, here it is. I knew it. Will you marry me? Oh, thank you. Yes. Yes, I will, Joe. I'm getting married, lady. Oh. Even Young Miami want to get married. Oh, y'all didn't know I knew the city girl. All right. She said it. She said one breath, she's like, I want to get married. I just want to be done when I'm overweight. And I'm overweight, I'll be done. She's like, but I would like to get married though when I get older. I can't shake my ace though no more. I can't do this and that no more. And so I don't want to do that right now. I want to wait till, like, everybody want to wait till they get older. The problem is you better hope it works, sis. Wait until you get older. So Let's go. Those are the things that kind of we got to work through our issues, because it was good with it. It kept us from getting pregnant early, but then it was bad when it was like time to actually get into relationships. And now you feel like a little part of you feels like this is bad because you've been programmed to think that men are bad, boys are bad, that you shouldn't be talking to him right now. If you seen in the street, that's why was Muslim. I was like, what is going on? I'm with a man in the street. Like, it doesn't mean that we together. It was just a mess. So we feel the consequences of society pushing us away from marriage. It's like people are supposed to just say, I want her, he wants, and he says he wants her, she says you want him. We just pick each other, and then the next day you're married and act like you're not supposed to be in a whole relationship. And I'll be confused, like, where y'all get this narrative? Y'all forgetting, parents, that y'all was young and y'all was at the disco. Ow. Y'all was at the ball. Y'all was at that cinema for my Haitians. Y'all was there. Y'all was clubbing. Yes, you were. Y'all was at the parties before I got saved. Yeah. My parents probably did more partying than I did. So my point is, but let them tell they ain't never done nothing. Love you, mom and dad. My point is that we were not prepared for what the world was gonna bring us, and now we're in 2022, where all kinds of games are being played. If you don't know what's going on, you're gonna end up like, either the man getting played, trying to be serious with the wrong person, or you're gonna be the woman that when you ask that man, all right, what's your relationship status? You with him, but he says he's single. And then you say, can't nobody tell you what to do. You know who say, can't nobody tell me what to do? Teenagers. So you have to ask yourself, am I going to constantly act like a teenager, or I'm going to become an adult? I'm going to think like an adult. That there's long-term consequences for whatever it is you want to do. And when you keep saying what's wrong with that, the question is what's right with it? What is it going to do when you do that? Is it going to serve you? If something doesn't serve you, then it should not be a part of your repertoire. All right, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. So I want to talk about the men, the women, and I want to talk about moms and stuff. We're going to get to it. Let's go. Ready? Ready, read. Share the screen now. Hit that cash app. Hit the cash app. Hit that cash app. What that cash app looking like? All right, here we go.
I was born in 89. A lot of our parents, we are coming from broken households. So we're knowing that we're being raised from our mothers. So you're saying that we can no longer, as women, use that as an excuse.
Wait, I gotta pause it right there. So you saying we coming from broken households and we're being raised by our mothers. If you looked at the guy, he wanted to be like, well, what about the fathers? Well, damn, what's up? Why the fathers ain't in it? Sometimes the father is there, but it's kind of like he not around enough, so he's an afterthought. So it's almost everything the mother says. So I want men to think about when you're in your phase of I'm going to, sow my royal oats is what I called it, right? When you're in that phase and you get somebody pregnant, that's who your child is going to come up being like. But you got to think about it. If that wasn't the girl that you wanted to marry in the first place, you literally set yourself up to not raise your child in an ideal environment, because that's not the person that you wanted to. Like, I hear a lot from men, like that's not this guy was like, oh, she wasn't my style. That was funny to me. I was like, what? He said, yeah, I had a baby with her, but she wasn't my style. What? She wasn't that cute? Nah, she wasn't my style. I was like, oh, you had a baby with an unattractive lady, And you know, she wasn't really, and now she's your baby mom. Okay, great. Your kid is getting raised by her now because you didn't have discipline. Remember that, young guys, when you don't have that discipline, when you having your fun, you got to remember y'all being set up. The world is not going to ever set you up for positive things. That's not what this world is about. One thing my parents told me is the world's not going to set you up for positive things. They're going to teach you every negative thing they can. If you want to learn something bad, it's so easy to learn on the internet in the world. But if you want to learn something good, that person crazy. They don't know what they talking about. They ain't nothing but a hater. Learning something good is hard to recognize. Something good is hard to recognize because it sounds like work. Oh, I got another video for you.
My mom raised me, so on and so forth. But we know that that was what was instilled in women as far as being a woman that has to lead because she had no choice because our mothers were left. They didn't have a choice to lead. They didn't choose to lead. They didn't march for this shit. They just had no choice but to lead. So then it used to lead because she had no choice because our mothers were left. They didn't have a
She said her mothers were left. But because of how social media allows you to see the story of how women always are like, well, he left me or he this and that and the third, but it's never the other side of the story, right? I hear like I now that when I hear it, it's like, oh, you left my mama, like, but now it's like, well, what was your dad's side of the story? Because if the relationship wasn't working, would you have want him to stay? If it was a woman, we're gonna be like, girl, don't stay in something that ain't working. You know, and then sometimes the man leaves because he leaves you with the house. Like, tell the whole story, ma'am. A lot of times people are not telling the whole story. They're just making it seem like the guy is the villain. But if you give me the facts, like all the facts, I'll be like, you know what? I messed up with your dad. I did this and I did that. I wish women could do that to their kids because when they don't tell the truth about their past, they're hurting their children. They're not telling the whole story. They're making it seem like no matter what happens, it's always a man's fault. You may be getting off, ma'am. You may be getting early off of probation, off of parole, whatever. You out for parole, but your child is gonna pay for it. Your daughter is gonna pay for it because she's gonna think whatever happens, whether she was messing up or he was messing up, it's always the man's fault. Be careful when you make the man a scapegoat because it's gonna come back to bite you in the butt.
choice to lead. They didn't choose to lead. They didn't march for this shit. They just had no choice but to lead. So then, as their daughters were looking up to them, we were looking up to them as, man, my mom is a superwoman because she held the whole house down, whether it was 5 kids, 2 kids, or 3 kids, or 1 kid. Regardless, men took that as my mama was a superwoman and they look for that in their women.
Stop. And women are. And we are super women. And we do it all by ourselves. Could we do a little bit better? Yeah, if we had some help. I'm all for the women, but we cannot keep framing ourselves like a victim. It hurts us. It hurts us to always be the victim. If you give just a little slight accountability, yeah, she had a mouth on her. If you was like, yeah, I picked the wrong guy. If you just give that right there, if you just give that right there, you attract better men. You know why? Because good men are not going to listen to a woman talk about how wrong the guys were. Not going to happen. Hopefully y'all can hear me without all of this hoopla. Speaking of hoops. Yeah, so she's saying we're independent because our moms were independent. Our moms had to do it all alone. It's a lot of work being a married woman with kids. I just did a show and it told us that married women do more housework than single mothers. Married women do more housework than single mothers. I can't tell you if it's harder to be a married mother or a single mother. I don't know, child. It's definitely harder being a single mother having all the bills on you. But it's also like that thing where it's like, I had a worse childhood. No, I had a worse childhood. No, I had a worse child. Like, who winning? You both had bad childhoods. Ain't nobody winning that one.
And women look at that as my mom was a superwoman. Now I got to be a superwoman. So I'm embodying those characteristics within myself as a grown ass woman. It's just it's built in me. Right. So it's not that I can't use it anymore as an excuse, because it's not an excuse. It's just something that's it's just embedded in my DNA at this point. I think women want men to lead. I think that's a misconception that we don't.
Okay, so she's saying that because my mother was independent, I have to be strong and I have to take care of things. But, you know, that was like the leftover. Like, I want women to see that that is an option. It's an option to be like, let me tell you about these what I learned lately. Okay, these women in the 60s and 70s, they were not playing. I'm about to debunk this right now. Ladies, just because the mom ended up a single mom, it was something else to the story. Okay, it was something else to the story, because back in the day, them women was getting married 2 times. You know, them women was getting married 3 times. Those women were getting married 4 times if it didn't work out the first time. Why? Because marriage was important. That's the difference between now and then. It's not important now to a lot of women. It's not. Okay, maybe like 20% of the women are like taking it seriously, and some women in the middle are like, I don't know, maybe I do, maybe I want to be independent, maybe I want to be married, I don't know, I gotta choose, I don't want to do that, right? But it's maybe like 20% is that serious about being married, about the whole thing right now, because it just seems like the popular opinion is, why, how dare us? We don't want to get married. Who want that? That's slavery. This is the smallest handcuff you'll ever have. So you make sure you pick the right person. I was just laughing. I was like, if it's a good person, it's not a handcuff, right? It's just like, come on, let's go. You can't go nowhere. Let's go. I need to stop smiling now. Okay. All right. So, it's very important that we don't use it as an excuse, though. It's important, and watch what he's about to say is great, and he handled her very well. Shout out to him, because he handled her well, because she was like, and honestly, we have to be like, I'm passionate when I talk, but I'm not like, now I'm gonna say, and guys be getting that energy. Like, you got women, we have to like pay attention. The women that are on their feminine journey, I gotta remember, I'm not talking to everybody. I'm talking to a select few that value marriage and family. They want their children to have a mother and a father present in the home. Those are the women that I'm talking to. Not women that want to have things their way, but women are willing to cooperate and compromise. Women that are willing to be with somebody else for the rest of their life. So everybody doesn't want marriage. Men damn sure don't want marriage. They don't want it, ladies. We gonna make them do it anyway because they love us. All right. So when men are not gonna be like, well, women, y'all should want marriage, because why? That is not to their benefit that they should make you want to get married. We're supposed to be clobbing them over here. Come on, boy, you gonna marry me? We're supposed to do that. They're not gonna be like, woman, you should have standards for yourself and get married. No. That's not how that works. We gotta tell them. Go eat your crackers. Here, eat another one. Goody. Let me bite your goody. I miss him so much. I can't take him back to bacon. I can't. That's my baby. I miss you, boo. Okay, sorry, guys. Yo, I used to be on phone and be like, talk to somebody like, oh, son, you're so funny. Ha 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 ha. It's like I was like, every now and again he does something so cute. Like, and I still be like, it's like looking at the phone like, this woman always talking about her son. Yes, because I love him, right, Poppy? I love my baby. Here, my last son. All right. So, what are we talking about? So yeah, we have to make sure that, okay. So we talking about independent women and all of that stuff. So she was saying her mom was independent. Her mom was a single mom, right? But so it's hard for her to let it go. It's hard, and they talk throughout this. I'm not gonna go through the whole show. You're gonna have to watch it. But they talk about how women are afraid to trust men to lead them because they have been disappointed so many times. I'm telling you, my friend, I don't give a rat's butt. Now, when you hold, you don't give a rat's butt what somebody been through. You don't care. You're like, sir, you ready or no? Are you ready or no? You're not ready? Okay. Because somebody else is ready. That's how the men are going to do you. Because that's how I'm doing them. You're not ready? Okay. It was so nice. It was so nice. Bye. Men are not gonna wait for you to be like, when you ever gonna treat me like a man that I've never done nothing to you. Men are not waiting. They don't owe you that. They don't owe you to be like, I'm gonna work through all your emotional trauma and pain with you, girl. I'm gonna help you lose 100 pounds, girl. No, they not us. We do that crap. We try to change a person. They don't try to change us. They take us for who we are and they put you in the I'm just gonna sleep with you category or a wife material category. You either ready or you're not ready, and that's that. Their past is irrelevant to them. They don't care. That it's like the judge that got a rap sheet. You think he care about his rap sheet? Oh hell no! But when he judging, he gonna have, ma'am, you are sentenced to that corner over there. Okay, no. So this is what I'm saying. Men want you to be ready for them if they're ready. If it took them this whole roundabout journey, and he's about to talk about what they teach boys in a second, whole roundabout journey to be ready to be in a long-term relationship. They're not really like trying to hear your sob stories and all the stuff you ever been through. They'll do it, but I got to the point where it's like, we don't got to talk about it, let's not talk about it. It happened. It is what it is. Over, and that's it. Because you don't want to revisit. You just want to move on. Anyway, what do I know?
Want you guys to lead. I think that a lot of women don't trust a lot of men these days to lead because we see how you guys are leading your lives, and we're like, okay, well, you gonna lead us to hell, or you gonna lead us like to be a family man? Like, so I think that women want y'all to lead. We want to be submissive. We want to, sit back.
There's some women that's gonna say, no, I don't want to be submissive. I don't want to be submissive. But there are women that no, they understand that when you're in a car, somebody got to drive and somebody got to sit in the passenger seat. Y'all both can't drive. This ain't driver's ed. And even in driver's ed, they only jump in when in emergencies. So let's just say there's two wheels. Let's just say everything is split 50-50. Let's just say everything is equal. Y'all can have that. It's different types of relationships. You don't have to have the one where you're super submissive to your man, sis. But some women, they're feminine, they like it. They enjoy it. It's like, honey, what do you need? You want a sandwich? I need you to fix that light bulb. I don't want to do it.
And trust you. It's just that when you do things, certain things that we question, like, hold on, like, where are we going? Like, you're not about to just lead me to anywhere. Then that I think that's the issue. Yeah.
Well, do you feel like
she said one guy said he blindly lead? Oh, this one says it.
Like in college, it got to the point where she was like, "Okay, well, you need to start letting these men do more for you," and it was very hard. It was about herself taking.
One girl said, one guy wanted to like lead. He was like, I want you to let me lead you blindly. What are you talking about, sir? What are you saying? Some of these guys be messing it up. You power hungry. Go be a supervisor, please. Go be a supervisor so you could throw your power somewhere else. Let me tell you something about a real leader. A real leader is not dying to lead you. Like when my boss friends, okay, my boss friends and I talk about payroll, okay? I mean, I talk about our teams, our employees, or whatever. We're not excited. All we see is we gotta pay money. We're not like, Oh, I'm about to tell this person what to do up and down and left and right. We're just like, I gotta pay them. You know, we see it as a bill. We don't see it as like this is a chance I get to control the human being, my puppet strings, jump, sit down, stand up. This is Simon Says. Nobody think like that. So that guy that was saying that, he actually is one of those people. I want you to trust me blindly. No leader, no good leader is going to say trust me blindly. A good leader knows you have to vet him. A good leader knows you have to checks and balances. A good leader is going to get feedback and implement it and make some changes in the strategy. That's a good leader. You can hold a good leader accountable because they said they was going to do something and they actually did it. That's a good leader. But trusting me blindly is like you letting you fall on your face all the damn time, and then I gotta follow and I gotta pick it up. And no, I'm leading you. You don't know where you're going. Trust me blindly. I don't know you. Trust me blindly. That's crazy. So that means you don't know where you're going either. I don't know. That's what I pick out of that, but maybe that's not what it is. I'm about to get to the other part of the boys.
3, 4 years old, and then she got married to my stepdad, but he is a very quiet man. It's not that he's not a leader, but he just lets her take the forefront in a lot of things. So that's what I saw growing up. I've seen my mom do a lot of things by herself, take on a lot of things by herself, and just put me in a position to be an independent woman. So that's what I always was striving for.
This is what we have not talked about yet. Women who are actually married, but they're the leaders of their family. What happens is your daughters see you taking charge. Your daughters see that dad really don't have a say. It's really mom running. You know, dad might be the face of the family. Dad might be the spokesperson for the family, but behind the scenes, mom's pulling the strings. And what she's saying is in front of the scenes that her mom was doing a lot of stuff and the man was just, you know, I hate when y'all be right over there on the internet talking about beta male provider. Y'all stupid. I don't like that.
And then I feel like in college, it got to the point where she was like, okay, well, you need to start letting these men do more for you. And it was
See that? Now the mom want to step in, start letting these men do more for you. But she's already seen her mom be independent in the marriage, taking the leadership role in the marriage. What we're not understanding is we're changing I don't believe in general, but whatever works for y'all works. But just remember, your kids might be confused on what you chose to do. If you don't sit down and explain it to them, they're going to get confused and think this is the right way things are supposed to go. Just like a parent that had if you had two moms, you had two dads, whatever, because they were in a certain relationship. You're going to think it's whatever it is that's just the way everybody is until you realize everybody's different. So you're not going to know any better.
Hard for me to make that transition. So that's number one. Number two, control. I don't really like to be anybody to have control of me. That's why I say I want a partner and not.
Well, yeah, she's on another topic. All right, he better break it down.
Man, when we're younger, we're programmed to be snipers and to smash a lot of women, right? But when we're older, we don't get to use that as an excuse to do it, right? Whenever the man cheats on a woman, he still gets the same cussing out, the same left, the same child support, things of that nature, whatever. Like, but it doesn't matter that all our lives we've been programmed to snipe. Rarely ever is a man encouraged to be in a relationship.
Wait a minute, I don't know what
Sniping means like jumping around, having sex with a bunch of different women with no type of attachment.
Who programmed y'all to that?
Everybody, society, and I'll explain it to you. When we're growing up, right, from kids, starting with mothers actually, right. If her son is handsome, what's something that women say? Oh, my son's gonna be a heartbreaker. Look at him, he's so handsome. Blah, blah, blah. So it's like when you get it from that angle, and then you're growing up with your people.
Pause. I'm already. It has been several scenarios where I was disgusted that women is like, oh, you know, it's cute. It's supposed to be, oh, that's my little boyfriend. This, da, 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 da. Oh, he's gonna be a heartbreaker. Oh, he's gonna be this. Oh, he's gonna be a player. Oh, I'm like, no, ma'am, he's not. He's gonna be a good woman. He's gonna be a good man. What they just talk about, right? Well, don't put that on him because I believe words have power. Don't put that on my son. And that's when I was like, it's already starting. It's already starting. I ain't gonna tell you what he did to me earlier, but
years, and it's like, okay, who can pull the most numbers, who can have the most women, and then you listening to your dad and your uncles talk, and it's like, yeah, boy, back in my
y'all
day,
remember
I was doing this, and then when you actually get out into the datings,
he talks so fast. Hold on. So, all right. What did he say?
I'm gonna say, oh, my son's gonna be a heartbreaker. Look at him, he's so handsome. Blah, blah, blah. So it's like when you get it from that angle, and then you're growing up with your peers, and it's like, okay, who can pull the most numbers? Who can have the most women?
Who can pull the most numbers? Who can pull the most numbers? That's where it starts. Back in the day, y'all don't remember the little pieces of paper? It's not pieces of paper no more. It's like, yo, give me a pen. Yo. It's not pieces of paper no more. It's the phone. Y'all put the numbers in the phone now. Like, let me see your phone. I'm gonna put my number in your phone, right? But for the women, that didn't always lead to them sleeping with these guys. They just talking. We be good on talking when we're young. But the boys was actually trying to get somewhere with these girls. And now it's like, who can get the most number? We could see it in high school and start ramping up. They already started in middle school back in the day. The stories I heard, I was like, y'all was busybodies in middle school. Y'all had to, y'all gotta, and we're talking about kids and parents. Before, matter of fact, before they even end elementary school, in our area is 5th grade. Some people it's 6th or 4th grade. Y'all need to start talking to your kids about liking boys, about liking girls, about all of these different things. If you're not talking to your kid, then they're gonna learn from the internet. You want the internet to teach your kid? You want the internet to teach your kid what they don't know? You want the internet to introduce your child to birds and bees? No. You gotta talk to them about it. Sometimes I just be like prolong. But for the last one, child, I was on one that day. I was like, let me tell you something, girl. She was confused. She got the right one that day. I was like, nobody. I just asked, can you put a ponytail in my hair? And I got this whole lecture. I sure did. I told her. So why? Because you on the internet and you want to twerk so damn bad. Relax, little girl. Relax. They already starting. They already you gotta go back. The one of the strategies I'm gonna give the parents is when your child is listening to a song and they love that song, they dance to that song, they make a TikTok to that song, and you know that song ain't about nothing. What I want you to do, I want you to tell them to say the words to the song. And I want them to think about the words to the song. And I want you to tell them what that song means. That has always worked like a charm for me. And eventually they were like, well, dang, mama, why did let them play that on the radio? Ew. Do it at the ill phase and not at 6th grade, like, no, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You didn't even instill in them that this is not normal yet. You waiting for what? What day? When they 18, you gonna explain sex to them? Are you kidding me? You gonna explain relationships to them? They're gonna have to sneak watch my show? Or worse, other shows? Because they don't know nothing. And they don't want to mess up. And that's good. And if you messed up, you're supposed to tell your kid where you messed up. What was the point? Why do you think God put you on this earth? So it's like earth, and then we over here making mistakes and learning and growing. That's like a mentor. Parents are mentors to their children. So why are you not sharing the knowledge? Why are you not telling them your mistakes? Why? Because you want to look good. They know I was out there. They know I was running around after they did. It was just one guy. I was running up after one guy. They know your mama was. You don't want to tell them you snuck out because you don't want them to sneak out. Like, mama, you did it first. But at the end of the day, it's like, listen, I was stupid. This is what I did. This is what I decided. This is where I made my change. You can take it if you want to, because you're going to do stupid stuff too. I just don't want you to do exactly my stupid stuff, because we did that and that doesn't work. Give them the lessons. That's where Ruth and Relationships started, because I was sharing with my kids the lessons so bad. They was like, they did a little video last year for my birthday. Like, I'm gonna show you how to get a man. I was like, what? I was like, I do not talk like that. One, I never said that to you too. And I was like, I talk about relationships like that much. Well, dang, I should. I talk to them a lot about it. But and they know. So now they're like, Mommy, I don't like him. He doesn't act masculine enough for me. They know all these things. I'm like, oh, how you know that, sis? They pay attention and they listen. But teach them early. Teach them when they're young. There's so many things to teach them. I was like, surely, Ruth, you're gonna run out of topics. And I say, sis, I haven't 156, and we haven't scratched the surface yet of the things we can talk about in relationships. It's amazing and ridiculous. If everybody had the right proper mindset, we had nothing to talk about. But everybody's mindset is so warped and so like, why can't I have this? Why can't I have that? And why? And it's like, it's a process of stripping away all of the negative programming so that people have a shot at love. They don't even have a shot right now. If they stay at the current programming, it's like ramping it up. And now think about the people at the Capitol when the whole Capitol thing happened. And I watched the movie the social agenda, social experiment. I think that's what it's called on Netflix. And it said how much it's like the example was these 5 guys were like, yo, Ruth likes to watch motivational videos in the morning. She'll watch a song about, the Lord in the morning, but then by the afternoon, she's going to be watching them relationship shows. So then go ahead and, you know what I mean? They know you so well and they feed you what you've been watching based off your history. And it's back to back to back. So if it was negative, you're going to consume that. And it's like an addiction. Social media is like an addiction. You can't stop. You can't stop. Like that nice candy. You're like, ooh, girl. Like you ever have like Red Hots or something small. One Red Hot's not going to kill you. Red Hot is a very spicy cinnamon candy. One Red Hot is not going to kill you. But when you keep, I need to hit that another hit, you can go through a whole bag and it's like 200 in there. That's social media. So social media is going to feed you all types of stuff that make you think that the way you think is correct. Because when people be talking, I just be like, ma'am, you really think you're right? Bad. Okay. I just be laughing like, okay. It sounds good on the internet. It sounds good. But put it in real life. You know what I realized about the truth? The truth is the ugliest thing you'll ever want to see. It's ugly. Ugly. We don't want to hear real estate agents. They telling us we got to prospect. We got to go look for clients and all. We don't want to hear that. We want to say, I took a beautiful picture. I still a house. Not duplicatable. That's not a business. That's a job. That means everybody can't take that damn picture, ma'am. And everybody can't sell a house off of a picture, ma'am. So now you don't have any passive income. You don't have a business. You got to do all of the work all the time. We don't want to hear the ugly truth. We want to find all the shortcuts. We don't want to hear the ugly truth. We want to say, well, I'm going to pick whoever I want and I'm going to make it work. It don't work like that because it's all in the picking. When you are doing a real estate investment, when you pick the right house, you make a lot of money. You make your money in the picking. I swear, if I didn't understand that real estate concept, hey, somebody, I'm telling you, that's one thing I learned. Buying all them damn Carlton sheets. Who bought Carlton sheets? Shout out to my daughter. Yo, buying courses. Oh, my baby just like me, but she actually bought the right course. Me, I bought the real estate investing course. I thought I was about to flip house at 18. And they told me when I went through the whole program, they're like, yeah, you need to find a rich uncle that's going to help you have the money. I said, I quit. I'm done. I ain't got no rich uncle. Meanwhile, I did. I ain't know that. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so my point is that we have to teach our kids the right way to go. Don't let them fall on their face and then be embarrassed that they end up pregnant or they got somebody pregnant or be embarrassed that they didn't end up getting married or now she's on her second baby. Be embarrassed. You taught her nothing. You taught her nothing. She just know find a cute guy and be with him until he marries you. But the cute guy ain't not trying to give her nothing, not trying to offer her nothing. They trying to be for all the cute girls, excuse me, all the cute girls out there. But you ain't never had that conversation. You didn't give them the practical information. Maybe you never learned it, but you need to give it to your children.
Uncles talk, and it's like, yeah, boy, back in my day, I had them. I was doing this. And then when you actually get out into the dating scene.
So he's saying how this is how we were, as boys, we were programmed to, you know, when you're young, they say, oh, he's a looker, all the girls gonna want him, you know, like he setting him up to be a player. The next one is, when you get in the numbers, and I'm trying to work on my memory right now. Don't mind me. And then there you go. The only advice the men are getting, and this is where I don't understand. How do men getting so much advice about playing women, like playing the game, and the women is not getting this advice? They're not getting this advice. The advice they give the women is keep your legs closed, honey. Wait for your husband. But then they over here talking about back in my day, I used to do it like this, I used to do it like that, and I used to film like this. That sounds more interesting to the young men. Rather than save yourself.
Women gravitate to men who are highly desired by other women. So when I say enable, we get it from all sides, y'all included.
So women are doing the same thing. Y'all are rewarding the man that many women want, which is why we were trying to break you out of that. Find the hidden gems, baby. Find you a hidden gem. Find you a hidden gem. But it's going to take work on yourself. It's going to take, because that hidden gem is not going to be just taking any old thing now. They know they something. They may not be everything, but they know they somebody. Now, you prepare yourself and you prepare your mind to know what you're looking for. To know what you... Just jump. Why you gotta say jump too? You want attention?
Even though y'all don't like to cop to that. But I say all that to say, just because we are programmed that way, we don't get to use that as an excuse when we're older to continue to do the same thing.
Nobody's a monolith.
So he said nobody, basically women reward men for, and they do. Women do not penalize. When we start penalizing men, okay, well, if you had over 100 bodies, or if you had over 50 women, I'm not going to deal with you. I'm not marrying you. You can ask me to be married all you want to. The second women start doing that, then the men's gonna be like, well, maybe I'm gonna pick my 50 right. I want to tell you something. I love me. Where do I get this stuff from? That is hilarious, brother. And look, if you tight like that, the higher you up on that scale, says you can make it like you got 20, you about 20. That's it. Enjoy your good 20. You better keep going back to the same girl, because them numbers get high. I'm not gonna marry you. And I'm what you want, sir. This is what you want to come to, right? This is what the girl's saying. So you only get 20, sir, and then I'm done with you. This is what men do to the women. If women start doing that to men, say, no, you had too many, sir. I'm good. Just keep doing that. Keep doing that. Then that guy is going to tell his son, sir, son, you're going to have fun. But if you go too far with it, the right woman one day is going to tell you your past is going to hold. She's going to hold your past against you. We don't do that. That's what the men do to us. And then y'all get mad and like, well, why is it that he has a pass, but if I have a pass, then I can't do it? Because they held the standard. They held the rule. We didn't hold the rule. We can hold rules too. We don't exercise our authority. We don't exercise our power. That's our fault, women. Y'all keep allowing it. And what do? You praise them. Oh my gosh, he had a lot of women. Oh, if you don't got a lot of bees, then I don't want you. This is what women are saying. Somebody, I can't make this stuff up. I mean, I know why they say, I hate when they say, you can't make this stuff up. Like, I can't make it up. So I took it from somewhere. Somebody actually said that. Like, if my nigga ain't getting a lot of bees, then I don't want them. What? If he ain't got hoes, I don't want them. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good to me. That's crazy. So we have to realize that this is not an excuse for men to continue to cheat, for men to continue to still see women and they're supposed to be in a relationship. They had to say, yes, society did bring me up a certain way, but now I'm an adult. Now when I say I'm getting committed to this woman, I'm gonna stick with her. I'm gonna hang up my player hat. And they do. This is the part I don't like. It's like because the guy did what he did, that he is not going to be more like loyal to his woman. There are some men, and this is how you can tell that they're going to be cheaters. They don't have no integrity. They be the ones getting the fake PPP loans. They be the one, like, no matter what they say, it's always their yes is no, their no is yes. That guy, he's going to cheat on you, sis. Just know that. But the guy that his word is his bond, and he just says, I decided I'm going to commit to you. We're going to be in a relationship, and I'm not going to deal with any other woman. That guy is serious. You can only see like, okay, well, maybe he'll get tempted or maybe whatever. That does, even if he gets tempted, if he doesn't do it, that counts for something, no? What y'all say? I think that it's important that we recognize that some men, not all men, but most men, when they say they're going to be married, they stay married. How do you know, Ruth? Because it's 80% of the women, 70 to 80% of the women filing for divorce. I ain't say the man had nothing to do with it. One thing I don't like about that statistic is that what they're not telling you is that man could have just kicked his feet up and not help in the relationship. But that cannot be the case for all of it. That cannot be the case. Some of them cases is going to be the woman just wanted to go. But in general, if men say, I'm hanging up my hat, I'm hanging up my waist, they're going to keep to that. They're going to be loyal. And you have, like, as a woman that believes in monogamy, you have to believe that. And if they prove you wrong, then you just got burnt, sis, and you got to move on. And that's life. That makes sense, y'all? You drop it, you pick it up. I'm not playing with you. You want to pick all that stuff up again? You did a good job the first time. I don't think you want to do that again. That's a lot of work, son. All right? He was so good. I was walking with him, and, I had to go get a stroller, and I would tell him, slow down, slow down. He wasn't slow down. He listened. I was so scared. I was like, oh my gosh. I want to hold his hand the whole time, but he was not having. He's like, my man, woman. Help me. Pray for me. I'm raising a boy. But anyway, so I had to instill good things and speak good things over my son, my daughters. Teach them good things. They are going to, y'all come for my daughters if you want to. Come for my daughters if you want to. Because baby boy, she ain't going to want you. They're not going to make the same mistakes that they mama made, honey. They are not, honey. And they're not going to make dumber mistakes. I hope. I pray for them. All right, guys, that's it for the show. What do you guys think? What are your opinions, your thoughts, your comments? Do you think that boys are raised to be husbands and fathers? Thank God, even if they're not, that they want to do it anyway. I love that about the guys. They figure that stuff out themselves. They figure out what life is about, even if somebody doesn't tell them. Us women, we have it ingrained in us, so that's a blessing too. But anything that is going to bring us together, guys, that's what's important. Because we are not going to withstand the next part of life all on our own. We're going to get wiped out from life, stressed out from raising children, stressed out from paying bills, stressed out all on your own by yourself. When you come back from your get together, when you come back from the restaurant, when you come back from your girls trip, you got to get back to real life. Is your life something that you don't want to take a vacation from? If not, you don't want to go through that. If you got to work hard in life, you won't want to do it with somebody else. You don't want to do it all alone by yourself. One thing I know about women, girlfriends ain't gonna come and pay your rent, sis. Girlfriends ain't gonna come and watch your kids. Maybe y'all cool like that, but they ain't really about to do your job for you. Your partner, your life partner, is gonna do things together with you to make sure you're good. I try to tell them, girl, I'm like, don't treat me like I'm your boyfriend. Wait. Last story, and I'm gonna go. I had these family members. They was friends, and it was like, first of all, y'all, we was y'all friend first. They was best friends. They was doing everything together. They was doing that. Next thing you know, they falling out. Why they falling out? Because one doesn't have the support that she needs, and she expects the other one to support her, and they were just like doing stuff for each other, like to the extreme that one person felt more used than the other, because that's not her job to carry the weight. Women, we could barely carry our own load. You see what she said? We had to be super women. So now I got the burden of all my friends. Oh no, sis, you gotta have a strong back to ride roof. Absolutely not, because I gotta get myself out. Every time it's an issue, I gotta get myself out. If I don't have people that's self-sufficient that can get themselves out of trouble, then all I'm doing, you're now liability. You're not a friend. Make sense? Now it's gonna be little things, little inconveniences, little things you do for your friends, but not like I gotta go get you a house and a car and put you up somewhere. No, thank you for the light. It's like we're like, oh, I don't want no man to do this and do that for me, but then we leaning on our girlfriends too much. You want to borrow her food stamp card too much, right? I'm just mad because when I used to have my stairs, I let people borrow my car. I'm like, yo, when I need food, I don't never get nobody to give me nothing. What's going on? But this is what it is, guys. What do y'all think? Like, are we setting our kids up to fail because we don't talk to them about relationships? Are we teaching them? Do we know anything to teach them? Maybe it's because we never figured it out. But if you do figure it out, or sometimes teaching them what not to do is good too. Just talk to your kids. Let them know. And the things that, like, little things like they don't teach boys how to be good fathers. Teach the boys like you gotta be a father too. Like I love the little boys that gotta change the kid's diaper, and now he knows how to be a dad. The girls know, they equipped, they can do it. Young age, starting at 9, they changing diapers. All right, so guys, we are gonna be okay. I believe in us as a people, and it's not just a Black people problem. It's an America problem. It's an everywhere problem. The world has this problem, and Ruth in Relationship is here for the world. But I prioritize our Black and Haitian community because that's who I am. So that's what it is. We're gonna do everything we can to make this life the best it can be. So I bless your dating life. I bless your relationships. I bless your marriage and your children. Thank you so much for watching Ruth and Relationship. Ruth and Relationship. Tell me, can you handle it? It's the Ruth and Relationship Show. Bye. Fix your credit, guys. Text us at 267-259-4639. Text credit to 267-259-4639. All right. Bye, guys. See you later.